Okay. Constable Cash, what we got this weekend?
Yes, sir. It's Memorial Day weekend out here on Lake Conroe. It's a beautiful weekend. The weather's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of traffic on the lake, so please, please, please be careful when you're out here. Pay attention. Have your head on a swivel. Look around. Make sure when you're boating, it's safe where you're at. Pay attention to all the other boaters, the jet skis. There's going to be a lot of traffic on the lake. We have our safety checks in effect, volunteer safety checks at a lot of the marinas. They're going to ask to see if what you have in your boat, make sure you're safe before you get on the lake. It's all voluntary, but your lives matter, and we care, and that's why we're here.
What about, I know you got boaters, you got, I know Ayers Island usually gets pretty busy up there, so does the beach over here.
Yes, sir. We also have Party Cove. There's some places on the lake we'll see a lot of heavy boat traffic, a lot of boats tied off. Be aware of those props on those boats when you're wading in the water. If you're gonna get in the water, and have a flotation device, a life jacket, or a throwable cushion, or a rope tied to the boat, something that you can pull yourself to the boat or float on if you have an emergency or someone around you is having an emergency. Be hydrated. These hot temperatures, this is gonna be a beautiful weekend. Temperatures are coming up. Stay hydrated. Make sure you have a designated captain if you're gonna partake in alcohol. Make sure you have a designated captain to operate your boat. The Constable's office and the Texas Parks and Wildlife will be out enforcing laws on the lake this weekend. We also have the Sheriff's Department assisting us, and all the fire stations stationed around the lake from Willis, Montgomery, and Conroe. ESDs are all out here supporting us this weekend, and also Montgomery County Hospital District. We will have medics on the boats with us. We're here, we care. We want you to have a fun time on Lake Conroe, but do it safely, be safe, and be sensible, and have a great time.
Talk a little bit about the designated captains. I mean, you've seen quite a bit of social media, people actually hiring captains. Tell me a little about that.
We've seen on social media where people are offering their services to operate the boats so people can have fun, and also people that own boats have asked designated captains, someone that will be able to operate that boat safely so they can enjoy. If they want to partake in adult beverages, they can partake and be safe on the lake. Most of our accidents we see on the lake are alcohol related, so it's a key that you have a designated driver and stay hydrated with water or Gatorade or something else. We have heat incidents on the lake for that purpose. We have EMS available, and we will respond. If you have an issue, dial 911 and let us know.
What about rentals? There's a lot of rentals around the lake. People coming in from Houston, never been on a boat before, but they were renting a boat.
Yeah, and that's, there's life jackets. Everything's on that boat for them to be able to operate that boat safely. They need to pay attention when you rent a boat to the rules of the lake. If you're not familiar with the lake, slow down and pay attention to where you're at. This lake has some deep spots. It has a lot of shallow spots. Around the Margaritaville Resort, there's a lot of sandbars and shallow water. You got to know the channels, look for the markers, and just be careful out there.
You talk about
Kilo, respond on LAKERESCUE1. Engine 55, Fireboat 6, Ladder 6, Battalion 2, Fireboat 94, Engine 94, Battalion 91, and Number 5, Lake Rescue, 30 degrees 24 minutes, and 54 seconds and 095 degrees 38 feet 43.59 W. Engine 55, Fireboat 6, Ladder 6, Battalion 2, Fireboat 94, Engine 94, Battalion 91, and Number 5, Lake Rescue, 30 degrees 24 minutes, and 54 seconds and 095 degrees 38 feet 43.59 W. Map 124 Kilo.
Life vests and all. I see a lot of people got life vests on, but easy to slip out. They're not quite strapped up.
Correct. Life jackets, you have to have a life jacket that fits you and know how it works. Make sure, and all kids have to have life jackets when they're on the boats in operation. So 12 and younger, they have to have life jackets. So, and they have to fit. You can't put an adult life jacket on a child. That's part of our safety check programs. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance if they get in the water, and you have to have appropriate life jacket. If you don't, it'll come off and it doesn't do you any good.
All right. Yeah.
Capital L. Boat crash.
Lieutenant, boaters coming out today, what is actually required on the lake?
So out on the lake, everybody that is on the lake on a boat is required to have an appropriate sized life jacket, a class 4 throwable, a horn or a whistle, some sound producing device in case they get in trouble and they need to call for help, a charged and accessible fire extinguisher, and a kill switch lanyard that's attached while they're underway.
And the motor safety course.
And also, if you're operating a boat and you were born after September 1st of 1993, you have to have your boater's education. So make sure that you take that course if you're operating a boat.
Okay. And if they're not, just basically a designated captain?
Yes, have a designated captain. A lot of people want to drink alcohol. That's fine on the lake, but we want everybody to be safe. So make sure you get a designated captain to operate your vessel.
Talk a little bit about the course, the boating course. Is all boats is required on the lake or what?
The safety course is required for anybody that's born after September 1st of 1993 to operate a boat if you're over the age of 13.
Okay.